Hey everybody, welcome to the Trading Setup channel. My name is Niku, and on this channel we explore the world of trading. The market changes faster than most people can adapt. And if you keep using outdated models, you risk missing current opportunities. Just yesterday, I finalized a strategy that I've been testing specifically for current market conditions. It's not universal and does not claim to work forever. It's tailored to what is happening right now. Approaches like this works as long as the market maintains a specific structure and behavior. That's why it's important to understand the logic behind the strategy and apply it at the right time. In this video, I will break down how it works and show how to apply it in practice. If it matters to you to work with relevant tools, watch until the end. But before we dive into practice, I want you to understand something. Any trading strategy isn't just a set of tools, it is a mindset. It's the ability to stay calm when the chart moves against you and to stay disciplined when everything's going perfectly. That's exactly why I created a special resource where I've gathered everything that helps you build a structured, emotion-free trading system. There, you'll find my own steps, trade breakdowns, and detailed guides on risk management, including the martingale system. Not to encourage risk taking, but to help you understand how to protect your balance after a losing streak. I've also added guides on psychological control, news analysis, and even a collection of tools that help you build a clear step-by-step trading algorithm. It's all free, but I update the materials regularly, so I'd suggest checking it out right now. Links in the description below. And don't forget to use the promo code. It unlocks extra features on the platform. There's already a community of people who genuinely want to grow and evolve in trading. Okay, let's get our platform set up so we can start trading. First thing we're going to do is make sure that our candle period is set to 1 minute and that our expiry time is going to be set to 3 minutes. You can use this strategy on different time frames. We might actually just have a look at that as well. But keep in mind that we're also always going to need roughly 3 or 4 candles for this to play out. So if you're changing your time frame, just make sure that you change your expiry as well. Let's start adding our indicators. First, we're going to add the Bollinger Bands. Once it's added to the chart, it's going to look like this. We're going to make some changes to it though. And we're going to set our period to 20. We're going to set our deviation to 2. This is the important bit. I always change the style of the Bollinger Bands. You do not need to do this. This is not important to the strategy. This is just so I can see breaks more clearly. Okay, so there's my Bollinger Bands at the moment. And immediately we can see that there's areas where what tends to happen is that when price pierces the Bollinger Bands, be it the upper or the lower one, and we get closes outside, quite often price will start to reverse once that happens. It's not a fixed rule, as we can see here, that sometimes price just continues its way down. So we need a way to filter out between these reversals and these continuations. For that, we're going to use the stochastic oscillator. Okay, we're going to make some changes to this as well. We're not going to be changing any of these values on the first input page, but we are going to be doing some changes to the styles, and this is something you need to do because we're going to change our oversold and overbought values. Overbought we're going to set to 90, and the color is not important, but it's important that you change these values, and we're going to set the oversold value to 10. And again, the color is not important. I'm just doing this so it's more clear for me to see rather than having different colors on the zones. So what you do need to make sure is that you change the overbought and oversold periods to 90 and 10. Then we hit the save button, and now our chart, we have the stochastic on our chart, and we can see now that every time when there's a sharp reversal, or almost every time when there's a sharp reversal, the Bollinger Bands pushes into these overbought and oversold zones that we tightened a little bit. We basically halved the zone area, and once this happens, we can see that when the stochastic leaves the overbought zone, there are trade opportunities for us, and the same will go for the oversold side as well. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We will look for areas where price starts closing outside of the Bollinger Bands like we had here. And then we're going to wait for the reversal, and as soon as the stochastic leaves the zone, we're simply going to take a trade in that direction. So in this case, we would have taken a 3-minute sell on this candle here. And if we look at this one, this would have been on the close of this candle, right? Because this close confirmed this close here confirmed that the stochastic left the overbought zone. So we would have taken a 3-minute trade sell on this close here. So it would have been 1, 2, 3. We would have closed there. 3-minute sell. That was a good trade. And that's it. Now that we know the parameters and conditions of our strategy, we can start looking for some entries. Okay, now that we know what our strategy parameters are, we're ready to start hunting some trades. So we're just going to go through the list, start at the top, and see if we find any assets that meet the requirements of our strategy. So we don't have any closes outside the Bollinger Bands really. We do have the stochastic already inside the oversold zone. This is looking good. I would love to see just a red candle close outside here. Let's add this to our hot list and see in the meantime if there's anything else that meets the requirements. We'll come back to that asset just in a minute or two. This as well. Okay, we have some assets here that we can keep an eye on. This did in fact close outside of the Bollinger Bands. Another nice thing is the fact that we are on a support level here from this zone here. Would be so nice if we can see the stochastic push up. This will take a minute or two though. And we should not forget about the other assets we have going. Let's see, I wonder whether this should close outside as well. Oh, beautiful, beautiful push here. Already, this meets the criteria for our strategy. We now just need to wait for the overbought, for the stochastic to leave the overbought zone. Let's go back to Nokia. It's pushing out. We'll be taking a buy on the close of this. The trade's so nice, I took it twice. Okay, we've got an entry there. This was looking good as well. Yes, beautiful. Massive candle outside of the Bollinger Bands. We just now need to wait for the stochastic to pull out. By the looks of it, it's going to start pushing a bit more. Would be also great if we can see it hit this level here. Let's do this. We can see it hits roughly that area there. That would be ideal, but even if it turns up now, even if it goes up from here, it doesn't need to reach this. The only reason I would like it to reach this is because this is a decent support level and it's more likely to bounce from a support level than from somewhere in the middle of nowhere. But we do have a beautiful trade setting up. This complete candle is outside of the Bollinger Bands. We just need to wait for this stochastic to turn. While we do, let's see if one of these are giving us entries. This looks like it's also going to start pulling back real soon. But this will definitely take a minute or two to play out. Okay, so this, I'm going to skip on this one. This one doesn't look too good to me. This looks beautiful though. These assets, these two assets look really beautiful. Should give us beautiful entries once they start pushing back. Here we go. We've got GBP USD hitting the support level here. And again, we are just going to wait for the stochastic. We're not going to take any action now. Simply because price reached our target area that we would like to see it bounce from. We're not going to take a trade based on that because that's just a guess. We don't know what price is going to do here. It can continue its way down, it can turn back upwards. We don't guess. We don't try to predict either. We simply wait for our strategies to fire and give us an entry. Let's see what's going on CHF NOK. We've got some time left on this. A few seconds. There we go. It's pushing beautifully. We did see a little pullback there at the halfway through the trade. Nothing to get excited about. We've got a few seconds left and this should close as expected. There we go. Beautiful entry. Let's see what these two are up to. Okay, so as it stands, we will not take an entry on the close of this candle here because we do not have, at the moment, we do not have the stochastic coming out of the oversold zone. Same goes for this. We need the stochastic to clear out. Until that happens, there will not be any trades for us. It looks like it is hitting this zone area though, the support area. That's been coming from here. There we go. All right, so that's the zone we're looking for. And again, like I said, we're not going to take any entries until we see the stochastic start pushing up out of the oversold zone. Looks like this is going to be our entry candle. We need a green candle here. If this candle starts moving downwards, it's going to pull the stochastic back into the overbought zone, or sorry, oversold zone. We do need to wait and see what happens with this. It would be so nice if we can get a green candle here so we can take a buy on the close of this. 30 seconds left. Let's see what this is up to. Looks like this is going to be our entry here. Okay, 40 seconds, 10 seconds left for the candle to close. There we go. It is confirmed. Our stochastic is leaving the oversold zone, and we're simply going to go with a buy on the close of the candle. This green candle, second green candle, pulled our stochastic out of the oversold zone, which is what we wanted to see. Now we just need to wait for expiry again to finish running out. Do we have something building here? Looks like we're going to get a sell trade on the close of this as well. Maybe. We'll just have to wait and see. If this candle pushes green, we're not going to get the stochastic leaving, so we won't be taking a trade on it there. Looks like it's going to close red. So we're going to need a red candle if we want to see the stochastic pulled out of the overbought zone. Until that happens, no trade for us. Looks like this might be it coming up. A simple rule of thumb: if you're not sure that the stochastic has left the overbought or oversold zone, as in this case, accept or take it that it has not. It's as simple as that. Don't take any entries just because you really want to take the trade. It's pushing back up. We're not going to get an entry on this. Let's see what's happening here. This is beautiful. We've got 1 minute left on this asset. We can remove this here. We've got 1 minute left on this, and it's all green. 30 seconds left. I do not think that this will pull back in time. Anything is possible though. The trade's not finished until it's finished. 5 seconds left and then we're done. Good entry. Okay, so in 10 minutes we had 2 entries using this strategy. It is a fairly quick strategy, especially if you're trading across a lot of assets. There's no reason to take bad entries and every reason to wait for your confirmation. Wait for the stochastic to leave the oversold or overbought area. Don't rush in. If you're not sure, leave it and wait for the next entry. As with any other strategy, you should not rush or take trades that do not exactly meet your strategy parameters. Also, there will be some losing trades as well. There is no 100% winning strategy. Keep that in mind. If you're still looking for the 100% winning strategy, you can give up now. I've been doing this for over 25 years. There's no 100% strategy, nothing. If somebody tells you otherwise, run. Just don't listen. Okay, but that's it for this strategy. If you want to dive deeper into the system, I've got a private space for traders who are truly ready to move forward. It's a community where we break down real market situations daily, analyze the market, discuss mistakes, and fine-tune strategies. No random people, no chaos, just discipline, support, and shared experience. To join, simply DM me. The link's in the description under this video. I personally select every participant to keep the chat focused and productive. Later, I might make this space fully private, an independent ecosystem where members can learn, connect, and practice together. So if that sounds like your kind of environment, don't wait. Send me a message and maybe you'll become part of a team that's building a real culture of mindful trading. And one last thing. If you want to see more strategy breakdowns and detailed explanations, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Every week I post new videos where we go beyond theory, working through real examples from entry logic to emotional management during trades. These videos will help you develop a mindset you need to trade consistently. Subscription's free, but the knowledge you gain will become your long-term foundation. So take action now. Click the link, download the materials, study the system, and build your own approach. And if you're ready to go deeper, join our community. There we grow together, learn patience and discipline, and turn market chaos into structured, controllable systems. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, may the pips be with you.